All right, hi. So I'm Brett. I'm with the Harvard Law School Library Innovation Lab. I want to talk to you about H2O and what it is, and also a problem we encounter with annotations and how we address it. So, H2O is a free platform for creating, sharing, and adapting open course materials. It was developed at the Berkman Center, and now it's managed by the Harvard Law School Library Innovation Lab, which is where I'm based out of. We have a couple other cool projects, such as Perma.cc, which is what we use to fight link rot, and Free the Law, which is digitizing U.S. case law. H2O is a platform that you can use for any field, but it's especially good for law, and this is why. What we're looking at here is a torts law casebook. This is what's the primary type of text that's used for law courses. And in this, there's summaries, there's questions, but what's mostly in here is U.S. case law, court decisions. These court decisions are public domain, so they're open. But still, students are bound to have to purchase this big book from publishers. This one's like $150. Students will use half of it in the course, but they're stuck with this massive text. Right here is a similar, this is the torts playlist made by Johnson H2O for his torts course. So this is fully customized with the case law that's been annotated and edited to reflect just what he wanted to use in the course. And obviously this is free, and it's digital, and it's custom to the course. There's a lot of cool stuff in H2O. It's under Creative Commons. All the content can be forked, so any course can clone his playlist, which we just saw, and use it at your own university. It's digital, so you can link to content, link to YouTube, PDFs, etc. But what I want to talk about is the annotations. So we want to also export is a new thing we've developed recently. So all the content can be pulled out, put into Word, formatted some more, and then that can be sent to a print-on-demand service. And so this is just this semester, H2O used this for his torts course, and it's custom to his course. So right from page 1 to page 800, it's been narrowed and customized to exactly what the students in the course or what he wants them to learn. So we're trying to, with annotations, recreate the casebook experience. Like, how does the instructor make their own version of a casebook? So we'll take a look at the casebook here. At the top, where the red line is, that's a little summary from the authors, and then where the yellow lines are, that is U.S. case law. But that's been edited down by the authors of the casebook, because U.S. case law tends to be very long, and as far as what's relevant to the course and instructing on the topic, it's usually just a portion of it. So we had to be able to let instructors edit the content down to just what they want. In H2O, we do that through this little ellipsis here and square brackets. So when they hide content, there's that ellipsis the student sees when they're scrolling through the page. If they want to see what was hidden, they can click on that. It snaps open, then click it again, close it back up. We wanted to recreate, that's what we wanted to recreate. How do we do that? How do we make this easy for instructors but flexible? So the old way was something we called layers, which was, it's built on annotator.js, and the old way was you would select a block of text, they name the layer, and then they decide what they want that layer to do. So they take a chunk of paragraph, and then they could select it, they could choose to hide it, they can add a comment, they could link, decide how they wanted to use it. Problem with that was it was almost too flexible. It was over flexible. So instructors would be confused as far as how do they use it, how do I hide it, do I show it? It was too much. And the other thing was it would just take too damn long to do. So right here, this is the process. Select the text, get the little pop-up, click that, add new layer, select a color, name the layer, hit save, then go to show hide, and then hide that layer. So that was 18 seconds and 8 clicks. Way too long, and training was tough. So we're like, well, what's the most common thing? Well, it's just hiding text. They don't need all this flexibility. So we simplified it. We created a new thing called the annotator toolbar, and the annotator toolbar was much easier. You just select the text, you get the pop-up, you select what you want to do with it. So that's right here. New text side. Select the text, annotator toolbar pop-up, click the hide eyeball, 4 seconds, 2 clicks. So that sort of beep. Sounds like someone was timing. So that was much, much easier. Here's another quick shot of the annotator toolbar. So there's hide text, there's replace text, add link, highlight or tag text, and comment is what those icons mean. So this was much, much, much easier. Training was much easier with this, and just the process was way better. There was some edge cases, and we had one instructor in particular who did not like the new method. So, because how he used layers, just this one, he was an early user, but the way he used layers was he would layer different parts of the case with different layers and then hide certain layers and show others. So he had this sort of some on, some off methodology that just the straight hide show didn't address. So to address that, you saw you can highlight text and you can also add tags to text. So what we did was we added the ability to hide tagged or show tagged text. So over here under the annotation display button, we have 3 types of tagged text there: footnotes, dissent, and page numbers. So we allowed that to be able to switch to hide or show for each certain piece of tagged text. So that's that. Let me just, since we have a minute, let me just show you this live. So here's a criminal law playlist, and so you can see the little summary there written by the instructor, and then down here we have some content. We've got a case, we've got links out to other PDFs, and then we can click this to jump. As you can see here, here's a case with the ellipsed text. That's snap open, snap close as well. Cool. So that's what I wanted to show you. That's the link, h2o.law.harvard.edu. There's my email and the general H2O email. And that's what I had. Thanks.
Great. Speedier than the legal process usually is. There's 3 minutes for questions. And Peter is on deck. And Andre and Claudia are in the hole.
Can you, in addition to hiding and showing things, can you annotate things, add annotations to text? Well, I guess you can, but it wasn't clear from your demo.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, the little comment, that was the comment annotation. So instructors can do that, and students can also comment on text, but they need to make their own copy of the text. So they would clone that page and do their own. We've developed the annotations at this point to help the instructor kind of add basically the tools for the instructor, and what we're looking towards is making it better for the class to annotate and comment with each other.
Since it's a document on law or something, right? So do you have like semantic tagging that this is important for the law, some base vocabulary that you use in certain parts of the document, and then use that for annotation by others?
So, let me know if this is getting at the question. So, the instructor, when they build out the tags, the highlights, that's a way that they can show, so they can highlight a chunk of text, have that green, and say, this is the relevant opening information, this is the dissenting opinion. So that's one way that they can bring focus to certain areas of it.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Good deal. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.